I think all of us in some way or another are here and working on repurposing on this gigantic challenge in that despite amazing progress on the research side of things, only a small fraction of diseases that we even know about have approved treatments. And if you do the back of the envelope calculation, it's going to take a long time at the current rate to really be able to have effective treatments or approved treatments for the vast majority of diseases. And we have to fill that gap. And repurposing, of course, is one way we can address this perhaps a little bit more quickly, we would hope. And at Remedy for All, one of the things we've been really working on over the last year is really to get us all to not worry so much about exactly what the definition of repurposing is, but rather have a very broad view that basically anything's fair game. You know, anything, any new indication, any new use of an existing drug, an on-patent drug, a generic drug, maybe an investigational stage drug, is really fair game in terms of really trying to explore and understand what other disease indications might be applicable. So that's our charge, and just very generally, one could say, well, this is very plausible. Because of course, disease pathways we continue to appreciate better and better are in networks. So if there's been a drug that's been developed targeting a specific node in one disease pathway, why wouldn't that be perhaps in another disease pathway? We have 10,000 to choose from, or maybe there's a third one. So really, drug repurposing, as many of you in the audience have been saying, is really about understanding how to make better use of the drugs that we already have in the pharmacies that are already approved. And why not really be able to exploit this and really understand the full breadth and depth of what we can use the existing pharmacopoeia for. So one of the things we'd really like to message at Remedy for All and more broadly is that despite the R and the E, repurposing is not like recycling. So it's more like perhaps something like a Swiss Army knife, where you've just bought the Swiss Army knife. It has 50 different tools in it. But really, the approval process only approved one of these tools, and we keep on using that one tool. But there's other applications of each and all approved drugs, we hope, and we aspire to understand. And if you think about it in a way, let's say if you look at the history of the FDA, and for those of you from the FDA, I apologize to speak on your behalf, but at least from my lay understanding, it seems that really we wound up approving drugs for a single indication at a time, kind of by historical accident. That is, the FDA or regulatory bodies were originally designed to promote or to ensure truth in advertising in the commercial space. And over the decades evolved to a point where you had to show efficacy and safety, and at least for one indication. And somehow we got stuck that way. And so now we have this tradition and historical process where we approve drugs for one disease at a time, one indication at a time. So why stop there? So in a way, we're going back in time. We're trying to catch up in the existing pharmacopoeia and understand what the other indications could be. So it should be really easy. So it should be really cheap and fast. Safety's already been established. Why is it all so hard every time? Many of you, if not all of you, have been engaged in drug repurposing campaigns over the years. Why is it so challenging? And we're very gratified over the last few years, in large part due to Cesar's pioneering work, to the point where now across Europe, there's a growing appreciation that this deserves proper attention. So the European Commission a few years ago started funding a number of different projects with drug repurposing as its focus. So we're one of two, Remedy for All, Repo for EU. We have many talks and representatives from Repo for EU here. And I think for all of us, for all these programs, the very first challenge was to get out of our silos that can be so comfortable. So we're so gratified by the de-siloing here in Barcelona. If you look down the attendance list, it's really from every sector, as Anton said. So we're really hoping to start promoting and engendering better conversation across all our comfort zones. And as such, Remedy for All was really designed as Cesar said, to be really an end-to-end solution. That if you improve one of these chevrons, that's great, but you still won't get a drug to patients unless the entire process works. So I won't go into all the detailed work packages of Remedy for All, of course, but you can see that there are aspects or work packages that really are designed and focused on addressing issues and common barriers all along the pathway, from the discovery process, from the therapeutic hypothesis derivation, all the way through clinical trials, regulatory approval, into market and reimbursement in order to have true access to patients. In blue, I had noted one of the work packages, which is on patient engagement. There are many representatives from patient groups here in the audience from this work package, and what our primary uh, um, mission and goal in Remedy for All, I think, is to make sure that everything we do is patient-driven, patient-engaged. So as you speak with the other people from Remedy for All, from other projects, hear all the other talks in the next couple of days, I hope you'll see that we are trying our best really to include patient engagement as a driver and as a partner through every aspect of drug repurposing, from discovery all the way through approvals and reimbursement. So you hear much more from those folks. So generally speaking, the idea is that Remedy for All aspires, and we hope will build a platform over time that can be an effective partner for almost any kind of project that is trying to repurpose drugs in some fashion, and that the Remedy for All platform can be a good partner for that. It's a big challenge. It's a big group. You'll meet many of the people from these various groups. And again, the idea is that repurposing shouldn't be so hard. And it shouldn't be that each project has to reinvent the wheel, but rather there should be platforms like Remedy for All, like Repo for EU and others, that over time can be there to be a good partner to essentially provide all the missing pieces that you would need from an end-to-end solution on a drug repurposing campaign. So that's our aspiration. We started with 4 embedded demonstration projects. Representatives and leaders and patient groups from all these projects are here at the conference. I hope you'll be able to meet them. We have several talks focusing on these projects. The demonstration projects were designed to help train and guide the Remedy for All platform even as we built it. So you can see they're arrayed from discovery stage projects all the way through the most advanced demonstration project here in pancreatic cancer, which is actively enrolling. That's very exciting. A second project that we hope will be enrolling soon, but that's very close. And then a project that's at just hoping to file CTA later this year. I wanted to highlight this particular project, which you'll hear about from the lead scientists and patient groups involved in this project over the course of this meeting. But this project is a good demonstration that industry has to be an engaged partner in this process as well. So for this particular project, which is repurposing a generic drug substance, tazarotene, which has been available as a cream for decades, this needs to be reformulated for MSD kids here as an oral formulation, which Allergan had done in the past and had taken all the way through phase 3 trial. So working with industry and partnering with AbbVie really enabled us to save years of time and potentially millions of euros in order to really jumpstart this repurposing or repositioning kind of project where we can take advantage of the safety and quality data from Allergan to be able to really get into clinic much faster. So you'll hear much more about that project. And then finally, of course, as Cesar outlined, we can do the best job we can possibly do on the research side, the nonprofit side, industry side, but for sustainable change in the repurposing ecosystem, there are many policy changes that could really help the overall ecosystem. And we have many talks and sessions on policy, and hope you'll be interested and engaged in those sessions as well. So the big news for us in the coming year will be that we'll be ready to open the shop, so to speak. So we started with the 4 demonstration projects, and Remedy for All was always designed to be a sustainable platform to engage with projects in the community. So in the coming year, we're going to start taking on new projects. Over the past year, we've been trying to get a sense of what all the project needs are out there, and how we can best construct Remedy for All and optimize Remedy for All to be a good partner. So this is our so-called concierge program that many of you in the audience have called, I think. So in the last year, we've had over 100 calls and meetings with potential projects to just get a sense for what the needs are and how Remedy for All could be shaped to be a good partner. And these calls have come from a wide range of different sectors and stakeholders in the ecosystem from all across Europe and UK, and in fact, even globally. So this continues to be very active and open. I encourage you all to give us a call if there's a project where Remedy for All could help. And the final slide, I think I'm running up on time, is our new multi-stakeholder forum that just debuted as a LinkedIn group a couple of weeks ago. So please take a picture of the QR code. Please sign up. Keep abreast of what's going on, and let us know what your needs are. So that's a thumbnail sketch of Remedy for All, what we've been up to, and really looking forward to the next couple of days to understand how we can be a better partner for all the projects that are represented here.